Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, one of your favorite streams of the week. Husam x Tom x Kopish. You get me? Tom factually sent this message exactly 1:31, so you're 1 minute late. Because they were like here on time and on time right there. I'm sorry, I know you're always on time, Tom, and they're always late, but yeah, it is what it is. They weren't 40 minutes late today. Anyway, guys, we are here. We make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. I need a haircut soon. I'll be getting a haircut inshallah soon as well. So yes, guys, this week has gone from bad to worse. PSG, Newcastle, and now Virgil van Dijk is being tapped up by PSG as well. So hope you're all having a lovely day. We are going to be talking about all these crap topics today in the beautiful international break. So like the video, subscribe, share everywhere, all this good stuff. Anyway, joining us first and foremost, he was the first one here, my tag partner, you get me, and the most knowledgeable person of Kopish. Man, like Matt. How you doing, Matt?
What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? Bro, Joe, it is. I think this is the first time I've been on this show and we've lost back-to-back games.
Yeah.
It sucks,
And
man.
depressed as well.
Yeah, man. It just, bro, it's just, yeah, things are just not looking good right now. other than we're gonna win the league. That's the only thing. I shouldn't say like that. Like the only thing. Like we're gonna win the damn league, but it just feels really, really. I don't know. It's a weird. There's a dark cloud over Anfield for various reasons, which obviously we'll speak about later on in it. So, but big up the people in the chat, man. Come on, man.
Well. Yeah, I appreciate you, Matt. Joining us next, he was the second person here. Why are you lying in the chat? Can you quit lying, Callum? Why are you lying so much? My tag partner was here first. Man, like Callum is in the building. Hi, Callum. How you doing, mate?
This is crazy work.
He was throwing his toys out the pram, by the way, in the background. I should have seen him. He was like,
I was first because I get the worst treatment when I'm late, and then when I'm here on time, I still don't get the appreciation.
All right, let me say this, Cal. By technicality, yeah, you was hit. What? Do you know what I'm gonna say though, innit?
Are you gonna say because I wasn't on the screen?
I don't know where you was, bro.
I was getting a drink because I was waiting for so long. I went and got a bevy.
One of them ones. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, you're gonna go there. You're gonna go there, waiting for so long. I was on time as well, by the way.
I mean, technically, you weren't on the screen.
Yeah, but I was here.
Wow. Doing that to the host is nasty business, though, Carl. I'll be real.
Okay, the only one who was late is the guy we're about to introduce. You get me? Man, like Tom Little, he was the only 1 minute late, though, so it's not that bad. And, I do feel like, I love the fact that now Tom Little is getting the same treatment on Twitter he's getting from me, but now he's made it on Twitter. So it's like Barry is telling him, we're going to burn you to sacrifice for Van Dijk contract. Man, Tom, I would have never asked you to be burned. Ever, ever. I would never ask to burn you for a Van Dijk contract. That's just not the type of person I am. I appreciate you and love you so much. Hi, Tom.
Hello, mate. I was waiting for the punchline there.
There is no punchline. You really think I would burn you alive to get a Van Dijk
Tom, is your
contract?
mic on? I feel like
I'm the wrong setting.
I feel like you're not going for your mic. Yeah, potentially.
Oh, that should be.
Yeah. Now you're good.
Professional streamer.
It's been a weird week, hasn't it? But there's one thing you gotta remember, people in the chat, people on the stream. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. And are you gonna believe us? And are you gonna believe us? And are you gonna believe us? We're gonna win the league. We've gone and pissed the league. We've gone and pissed the league. And are you gonna believe us? And are you gonna believe us? And are you gonna believe us? We've gone and pissed the league. You man good,
tag
yeah?
partner, Carl. Your tag partner. Big up Tom, though, each and every time. Come on.
Tom. Yeah, big up Tom. Yeah, big up Tom. Yeah, big up. Anyway, guys, I was actually being nice. I can't believe you was waiting for a punchline.
I'm going to embrace it. I'm his tag team partner. I know I'm going to get.
You done that because that's the best. That's the best that's going to happen today.
We're going to get into it on the stream. We're going to get into it on the stream with everyone. I feel people have lost sight of what we've actually achieved this year.
No, Tom, we ain't, bro. We ain't.
I think people have. People have.
We haven't, Tom. There's a frustration there because in the summer we didn't do enough business. In January, we didn't do enough business. And instead of walking away with 2 or 3 trophies, which is what we should be doing, we're walking away with one, a fantastic one, a one that we'd have all bitten your hand off for at the beginning of the season. But as the season goes, expectations change. At the beginning of the season, none of us expected to win the league here. In December, we all sat there and said we better win the league. So expectations can change throughout the season. My frustration is, once again, the owners of this football club have done the bare minimum. And instead of us being great and heralded as absolute greatness, it's just going to be a season where people go, they won the league because other teams were crap and they got knocked out in the trophies quite early.
I don't care what them.
No, I know you don't. And I don't to an extent as well. But what I do care about is that Liverpool Football Club could have had multiple trophies this season. But instead, we're only going to have one because our ownership don't give a damn like our fans do.
But
we're going to lose 3 world-class players because our ownership don't give a damn like our fans do. And that's what the issue is.
That's something that we'll touch on later. But I think it comes down to how you look at it. You either look at it as we should have won more than one trophy, or which is the way you're looking at it, or I'm looking at it as, fucking hell, I didn't think we were going to do anything this year, especially after the summer window, which I'd accepted was going to happen because I'm bought into the plan that they want to do. That summer window happened. I went, right, it's going to be all Arnie Slot getting his feet under the desk, getting himself settled in at the football club, figuring out who can work, who can't. We'll take a top 4 finish. We'll go again next year. Instead, we've gone and walked the fucking league. And I've probably learned a lot more about my players now than I would have done if we'd have finished 3rd.
Tom, why?
Because I know which players are ready for a league title.
Why? Why is all conversations existential with you? Like, I just don't understand it. Like, why do you have to always exaggerate?
Existential
You're
conversation.
exaggerated. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I told this guy I love him at the start of the stream, and he's just already doing the extra shit already. Like,
guys, you know what? Sorry for being happy we won the league, guys. Sorry for being happy. You know.
So last week, had I asked you, are we going to beat Newcastle? What would you say? So you can't be mad that we lost the cup final? Are you?
I'm disappointed with our performance in the cup
final. So we
final,
went to Wembley and played long balls to Dan Burn, and I'm supposed to be happy.
With the season as a whole, yeah.
Yeah, but
you not annoyed
this is not the season's review.
In that game, yeah, I was annoyed with that game. But I'm not.
It's because you said disappointed. Like, I would say, me personally, like,
I'm keyed up.
Yeah, I'm furious. It's because, like Husam saying, and you probably are the same, but I guess because you said you're disappointed, I'm looking at it from a perspective of it's a.
Go ahead, Matt. Talk to me about Liverpool this week. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry, Matt. Just before you go, Matt.
Yeah, go on,
Mushy, yeah.
Yeah, go on, Tom. Go on.
He tries to downplay our current crisis. Crisis. We have lost 2 fucking games. Oh no, what crisis?
Out of both competitions, captain leaving in the
This is
summer.
not a crisis, Husam.
Right.
This is not a crisis.
No, Tom, I hear you. It's not a crisis, but when you look at everything that's going on at the moment,
yeah,
there is a massive dark cloud over it. And I tell you what's annoying about that: the fact that we're gonna win the league and we still have a dark cloud over the team.
that shouldn't be happening.
That's my frustration.
And if we're not in a crisis, Carl, we're heading into one.
I still won't use the word crisis yet because I think crisis is a bold statement. But
Liverpool.
All right, no. All right, so let me say this then.
Well, if we lose the 3 players,
we will
potentially be one.
We will be in a crisis if all 3 players who I expect to leave. In my opinion, that is a crisis. Because any top team that loses their 3 key players like that's a crisis for that team. Remember, depending on how big, it's always going to be representative of the team, who the team is. But any top team, like Real Madrid, if you took out Rudiger, Mbappe, and I don't even know, like Bellingham or something, just for example, like they were all going to leave on a free. That's a crisis for Real Madrid, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Man City, you take out Rodgers leaving on a free, Haaland, and just for Ruben Diaz, for example. I would say Man City have got a crisis on their hands, even if they do win the league. So going back to what Husam said now, the PSG thing, my goodness. I mean, I did say...
Sorry, Husam, to crash out one of your... John Rooney, when did you ever hear me say we're just going to win the league?
I was about to crash out of the same.
Again, I'm not taking any. I'm at a point now. I'm not taking any prisoners. If you're gonna dish it out with capital letters in the chat, then you're gonna hold what I'm gonna give back. So, John Rooney, open your ears, listen to what I actually say, and don't be such a dumb twit. Listen to what I'm gonna say. think about what I say, absorb what I say, and then process that. If you can't process that, then don't respond and take your caps lock off. No one ain't shouting here, you mug. And also, if you're a Liverpool fan and you sit there and you think, oh, one trophy is good enough, then maybe you shouldn't be supporting this team. The fan base is really pissing me off at the moment, because this whole notion of one trophy is cool, one trophy is enough. Is this what we've been built on? Do you know who Shankly is, John Rooney? Do you even know who he is? Because you know what he used to say: second place ain't good enough. But if you're good with second place, John, you do your thing, bro. You do your thing. Prick.
I swear I was about to crash out on the same exact person just now, because I know, like, guys,
Anyone
saw
who's
it,
to dish
and
out,
you know
be
what
willing
it
to
is
take
on
it.
a real. You know what it is on real. You not every time we have a bad result, you're just gonna come up here and tell us we're gonna win the league. Habibi, ma, we know we're gonna win the league. But
what I
in the
mean?
last 5 days, we've had PSG eliminate us in the Champions League. Newcastle beat us in a Carabao Cup final, and yesterday night, Van Dijk to PSG being linked seriously by Sam Maguire. What am I supposed to talk about, John? Like, what are we just gonna be? Hey guys, welcome to another stream. We're gonna win the league. End stream. Habibi, that's not how football works. We have to have this conversation. So yeah, that's
100%.
See,
Right.
mug.
So yeah, this guy is an idiot. Let's not even give him any more time. Right. Let's go back to PSG. That PSG
Yes.
game started so positively. First 10 minutes, we should have been 2-0 up. I really thought we would score. We didn't score. Lo and behold, as the game went on, PSG started to get more dangerous. We didn't take our chances in that game. They scored a goal, little bit lucky because there was a mix-up between Ibu and Ali. And so it goes 1-0, and you're thinking, all right, cool. Maybe we can hit back. We just didn't even hit back. Jota with another absolute stinker. Oh my goodness. Why he started, I don't know. Because Jota, if we've been honest, since he's come back from injury, hasn't done enough for him to be starting. And I even said I'd rather start Nunes. I don't even trust Nunes, but I'll start Nunes, because at least Nunes gave us a goal in the first leg. Sorry, gave us an assist in the first leg, and he scored. Was it against Southampton? I think it was. Then we got knocked out on penalties, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I know PSG are a good team, and that's why I said I think we scrape over the line. But I really just didn't imagine PSG still taking us out, even as good as they are. But it just goes to show you what we already knew. We're not perfect, and there's holes in that team. We're just quite fortunate that the Premier League teams haven't been able to, really take advantage of those gaps in our team. Then you move now to the final. And I knew Newcastle was going to be tough, but I said Newcastle with no Anthony Gordon, no Lewis Hall, that's their whole left side they have to change. I said they're going to start Harvey Barnes, but I'm confident that we should be able to keep him quiet. Livramento moves over to the left, Trippier's on the right. I have never seen a whatless Liverpool for 45 minutes. Absolutely nothing was done. Jota done the same performance against PSG in the first leg. That was basically Pacho again. Jota couldn't win any of his aerial duels, couldn't even contest anything. We couldn't even hold on to the ball. And for some strange reason, listen, the manager's been absolutely phenomenal this season, but the manager got it wrong for me. He did get it wrong.
Agree.
The manager got it wrong by starting Jota again, and the tactics did not make any sense whatsoever. Long ball to Jota, who can't win the duels. Not only that, I don't know if you guys noticed it, a lot of the long balls over the top were to Diaz. They weren't even to Salah. I can't even explain to you why this happened. I don't remember seeing Dijk going to Salah. Here's the killer. People will talk about, Salah this, Salah that. Against PSG, Salah got on the ball quite a lot. And Nuno Mendes had a very, very good game against him. Salah did not have that same opportunity against Newcastle. No one can sit there and tell me that's the exact same Salah that played against PSG, because Salah didn't even get the ball enough times. I would love someone to look at how many times he's even touched the ball, taken all that stuff. I don't know what the tactics were, but it was so frustrating. Then the manager again makes another mistake. Takes off Kanate, right? So I'm like, what? Moves Gravenberch to centre back. Then 10 minutes later, he's like, oh my day. Sorry, I missed the goal. Sorry, Dan Burn. Yeah. McAllister.
Oh my days.
McAllister marking Dan Burn, who's 8'6". And then with zonal. Well, I'm sorry. You can still switch people in the zone. McAllister can swap with someone taller. That you know where Dan Burn is. Use some common sense, but no, we'll just let Dan Burn score. And I'm
You
not
know,
gonna
4
lie to you.
corners in a row, I was screaming on the watch along. Why is Dan
Same.
Burn on McAllister?
Same.
4 corners in a row, I screamed
Yeah.
it. And
And
I'm clueless. I know nothing about football apparently. So
And not only that, I'm being honest with you, Allison saves that. That's just my personal opinion.
I
I
agree.
genuinely feel that Allison saves it.
No, come on.
I don't
And then we
think
let get to no,
can
that's
you
just me.
stop morphing into K-Mac? Because you
And
can
then-
look like him, just don't be like him.
No, right, no, but let's be
No,
fair
let me
here.
finish, Tom.
You-
Tom, let me finish. Let me
Let him
finish.
finish.
And then I'll let me finish my thing.
K-Mac
Let me finish.
legacy like this. Let him
Let me
speak.
finish. Let me finish. And then so obviously they score. Like I said, takes off Kanate because now he's starting to panic. And then no, sorry, they go 2-0 up. Because again, Kwanzaa, I know he's not a right back. Kwanzaa decides to do the whole, all right, Ibu, you go byline because I'm gonna stay where I am. Ibu then goes out, gets drawn out, ball gets played in. Robertson gets dunked on, literally posterized by Murphy at the back stick. Virgil van Dijk doesn't even react. I don't even know what Virgil's doing. I feel like the controller switched off. Virgil just looks around like, what just happened? It's like, Virgil, why did you not even anticipate? You know Robertson's not going to win that. Robertson's doing this to the attacker. There's only
Best
going to
left
be
back
one
in the
winner.
league, man.
Bruv, man got dunked on. Then, so they go 2-0 up. He's like, all right, cool. How do I make this more offensive? I know, I'll take off our centre-back because clearly, if they get another corner, we won't need Ibu to man mark Dan Burn. We won't need Ibu. He moves Gravenberch to centre-back. And then guess what, guys? He's like, flip, I made a mistake. All right, do you know what, Grav? I'm going to take you off now. I'll bring on someone else. Bruv, he then made the changes he should have made or plays he should have started too late.
I agree.
Harvey Elliott, who we've spoken about so many times, whether you think he's a star or not, should have had more game time, brings him on. Harvey changes the game alongside Curtis Jones and Cody Gakpo, little something, but not really that much. Whole point being, Slot got this one wrong, and it's okay to say it. He's still an amazing manager. He's still going to win us the league, but he's not above
I think
criticism.
Slot got both wrong.
He's not above criticism, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Since
great
we
as he's
both
been.
spoke, like since we all spoke on this chat on this panel, I think he got both wrong.
Yeah, because
I
Southampton,
fully believe
disagree on the
PSG
PSG game.
and Newcastle.
Southampton went too strong.
I was gonna
Southampton,
Southampton's where we started to go wrong. He got Southampton wrong, which became a domino, a knock-on effect.
Yeah, but we won, so I just pushed it to the side. But the last 2 games, I think he got both wrong. And I actually think the decision. Tom Little was on a Friday show with me. He laughed in my face when I said start Endo on 4-man midfield, and you saw what Husam was cooking. I'm not.
I laughed at your idea.
I should just be
No,
assistant manager.
the reason I laughed
That's
at your
all I'm
idea
saying.
was because you wanted to effectively play a back 5.
No, I didn't say play back 5.
Yes,
I
you
said
did.
play
No,
Endo.
you did because you said you wanted Wataru Endo to
No.
play and to man mark Isak.
Yeah.
If he's man marking Isak, he's playing in the defensive line.
No, I said play him
You can't
DM.
man mark a striker whilst being a midfielder.
Yes, you can. If he's chesting the ball down, he's there in the DM position.
But he's chesting the ball down on the defensive line.
Yep, but
He's not chesting the ball down
Endo's a
in the
DM.
midfield.
Endo's a DM.
Oh, Sam, come on, man.
Why are you're still denying it even after the game, Tom?
You make no sense with that. Wataru Endo can't mark.
So did it make sense for us to
Isak.
play long balls?
We played long ball because we can't progress through the midfield at the minute.
And
So
you think
we
that's so is that tactical or not?
That's down to the players.
Oh my god!
Do you think? Right. Okay. Hold on.
It's both, Tom. It's both. It's both.
So Newcastle came in there, but bear in mind, Arnisoff got done by the fact Newcastle played a different way than they did at Anfield. They were a lot more aggressive at Wembley, which you should
But
have
they played how
expected.
they played against us at St James's Park.
Yes.
So it
This
wasn't-
is that was obvious they were going to do that, though.
No, but they went man to man across the field. The problem is we have no way to break through that press without Trent or without Bradley because Gravenberch couldn't do it because he can't do his nice little turn when he's got a man right on his back. We can't. McAllister isn't great at it. Szoboszlai wasn't dropping deep enough for it. So what would end up happening? Newcastle, as you said, they didn't rate Quansah. They just left Quansah alone. Harvey Barnes wasn't pressing Quansah. Harvey Barnes was instead making sure that ball could not get to Salah. So they were doubling up on Salah. Even at times when Joe Linton was back, they're tripling up on Salah because they didn't rate Quanta to break the press. So they could commit loads forward and just cover Salah and we'd be fucked. And they didn't rate Diaz or Jota. Yes, Bradley can do it because Bradley can run past a man. Quanta can't beat a man with a dribble and can't ping a pass. The way you beat a press is you either run through it or play over it. We could do neither on the day. That was the problem. And when we changed tactically and we brought Núñez on, you'd sit there and go, okay, well, at least we've got a body up there now who can win the long balls. He doesn't even try and fucking win them. He just stands there and watches everyone else challenge for them.
He's mentally checked
what you're saying, I fully agree with, Tom, yeah? My problem is, though, it still comes back to tactics because if you're going to play a certain way of football, then you have to have the personnel to complement said style of football. Going playing long to Jota, Salah, and Diaz when you were playing against Dan Burns and them boys was never going to work.
But Cal, I don't think we wanted to play long ball. That's my point. I don't think we wanted to. I think we were forced into it.
But this isn't the first time it's happened, though. This happened at Arsenal.
Yeah, but Dan Burn won 18 headers. Surely, like 3 headers in, you would go like, this is not working. Like,
so Sam, what do you change then?
This happened at the Emirates, Tom. We didn't want to play long ball at the Emirates, but we did the exact same thing. So if we're going to do that, then what you should really be doing is saying, all right, we're going to have to take a risk here. Virgil, Ibu, Robbo, and Kwanzaa, you're going to have to start playing long, but don't play long into our attackers. Play long so they've got something to run into the channels. Give yourself the best chance of getting something so you can win the second ball potentially. Stretch the play. Have Szoboszlai run beyond the striker, and then hopefully that way we can get the team up.
But we did, Cal.
The pitch, win the second ball, and then hopefully build from there. We didn't do any of that.
No, but Cal, we did because the last 10 minutes of the half, we stopped passing it to Jota. Every ball was going in because Trippier struggled with his hamstring, and we went right. We'll go with Trippier with Diaz, and bar the moment where it could have and should have been a penalty, whatever. Where he's pushed it past Diaz. Diaz got absolutely fuck all out of an injured 34-year-old Kieran Trippier.
Yeah,
once again.
Yeah, I know.
So when we played it long to a guy to hold it up, Jota couldn't do it. When we played it long into space, Diaz did fuck all with it. So we were fucked either way. We played long. We brought on Núñez to do the hold up play. Núñez did fuck all with it. And the problem was we couldn't get Salah into the game because Newcastle do not rate the other forwards that we've got. They're not scared of them. So they could happily, but when you double up on a man, you leave space elsewhere. Newcastle were quite happy to leave the space to Diaz and Jota because they're not going to affect you. Look at the chance Diogo Jota got right at half time. He's not marked because if you go back and look at the screenshot where Salah plays it, 4 men are on him. 4 men are pressing and closing down and touch tight on Salah, which means there's space elsewhere. But when it falls to one of the other attackers to help us to step up in a big moment, he doesn't turn up. None of them did, bar Federico Chiesa. He's the only attacker, not named Mohamed Salah, who did something in that game. Salah couldn't do anything because he didn't get the ball. The one time he got the ball, he put in a fantastic cross.
Yeah, facts.
This is my point.
I agree with that.
You can say it's tactical, but I look at the players on that pitch and go, there was no tactic that makes that shit work. They were just simply not going to do anything because the quality of player in key positions isn't good enough. But Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk and Ryan Gravenberch and Trent Alexander-Arnold and fucking whoever at points this season have covered for that. But they can't cover for it anymore because they're struggling. Teams have figured out the way to get Salah out of games. That happens. So then that's where you need your other players. Do you know why this rarely ever happened under Klopp? Because when you have Salah, Mane, Firmino, you can't leave one man. You can't sit there and go, right, we'll double up on Salah and we'll double up on Mane, and you can leave Firmino. He's not fair. He'd kill you.
But you know what, Carl's been... Sorry, Carl, just quickly, because one thing you brought up, and at the start, I was like, I think we'll be okay. But the more the season went on, I started to understand what you meant. I know from the beginning, you kept on saying we need more physicality in the team, more physicality. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean you just have to just go and get someone who just literally has no tech, but we need more physicality because you see against Newcastle, you see against Everton, and there's a couple of other games. There's been times when the other team's been so physical, we can't cope. We genuinely can't cope.
Arsenal as well.
Even Arsenal as well. listen, I still think McAllister is our best midfielder. But there are times when I look at McAllister, and don't get me wrong, McAllister doesn't shirk away from a challenge, but he gets overrun. Like, for example, I hate to even say this, but every time I've seen Bruno Guimaraes go up against McAllister, there's only ever been one winner. Every single time we played Newcastle. I don't know what it is.
Grav for his height and size as well is not physical.
Yeah. No, he's not. But the thing is, Grav
I blame Grav for the second goal. If I know you went Quanta earlier, I look back at that goal. Quanta goes out to Barnes, and it's fucking the left back Livramento who makes the run in between, and Gravenberch follows him and then just fucking stops, and then Canati sort of goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and tries to get out to him. But Gravenberch just stood there on the edge of the box, fucking hands down his pants, going, "Oh, what's going on there?"
Because Quanta went like that and pointing.
I don't think Quanta even had time. I think if you look at it, Quanta doesn't even do that. Quanta, because I've got it up here, Quanta doesn't even have time to do that because Barnes takes it, Livramento's gone, and Gravenberch, who's followed him to a certain
Does
point.
Quanta not even say like that, go to him?
No,
he doesn't even do that.
No, Quanta's just focused on Barnes. Quanta goes to close down Barnes, and Barnes just plays it down the line. This is where I look at it and go, Ryan Gravenberch has done really well this season.
Yeah.
Alexis McAllister's done really well this season.
But they need help.
Dominic Szoboszlai's done really well this season, but there is a key profile missing there in a guy who just wants to tackle, in a guy who can just cover a lot of ground and wants to duel, wants to win a duel. And that type of player, I know everyone's going, oh, we need the guy who can do the build up from deep and this, that, and the other. Yes, because we need two midfielders. We need two. We would only need one if Hendo was up in the pecking order, but he's not. So we need two. We need a guy Arne Slot trusts who is a dual winner, and we need a guy who Arne Slot trusts who is a fantastic first phase midfielder who can pick up the ball off the centre backs, and even if he's getting pressed, even if he's getting harried, even if he's getting harassed, play around it.
What were we missing, Tom? Say that again.
A first phase midfielder.
No, that's not what you said. You said someone that loves a tackle. Who's that?
Lamin Kamara.
Taro Endo. We had the solutions within.
No,
Let me tell you why you're
doesn't trust
waffling.
him.
You are the definition of a waffler.
I actually think we need a 10 just as much as we need.
Yes. That's another
I'm
thing.
saying
And
that
we need a
because
striker
I
and we need a left winger. But that's beside. Let's put the needs to the side now. I just want to talk about the last two games. The last two games, Arne Slot had the weapons to beat PSG and he had the weapons to beat Newcastle. Okay? We all agree here. I'm not even a fan of our owners. Like I know that we need transfer this summer and we're in complete agreement. But transfers this summer is not the reason why we lost against PSG or lost against Newcastle. I think this is the first two times this season where Slot gets out-coached and out-tacticked. I think he completely played into Eddie Howe's hands. I've never seen a manager play into someone's hands more than I saw Arne Slot play into Eddie Howe's tactics. If all of us secretly met with Eddie Howe before the game and we're like, yo, they're going to play a long ball to Dan Burn. They're going to play a long ball to Fabian Schär, who'd have been like, I'm going to win the Carabao Cup today, baby. And they did, because we played straight into their hands.
No,
that's why I can blame.
How does this current team beat that, though? Please.
Because you spoke 30 minutes of bullshit, so let the real football man talk. That's why I didn't blame Diaz either. I'm not going like, oh, I have to defend Salah. I've got to blame Diaz. I'm not blaming Diaz. I think tactically we were fucking dog shit. I think we just couldn't get the ball up top. And you know what epitomizes the fact that our tactics were crap on a reel? 94th minute, Chiesa scores. Okay? He gives us all false hope. We have 4 minutes left in the game. For the next 4 minutes, we proceed to not get the ball in a dangerous position.
How's that tactical?
That's the definition of it being tactical. Or create
how is the definition of it being tactical being our players with dickheads?
Because even then, all we did for the next 4 minutes was play long balls and lose out balls in the air. Now, the thing is with Dan Burn and the whole...
Because Van Dijk was up front.
It didn't work. It didn't work for 90 minutes. Why would it work again?
We had 3 moments. Van Dijk was up front.
One goal we scored.
Try and play through the fucking lines.
The one goal we scored was when Elliot played it on the ground. Played it on the ground.
That was a transition. Sam, to be fair though, you can have bad tactics and also bad player performances. The two can go hand in hand. So when Diaz,
who was bad?
Diaz, for example, Jota was terrible. If I'm, look, I don't want to crash it on Diaz, but it might sound like I'm going to. All I keep on hearing is this guy's a dribble guy. He's techie. He's sick. Like, but when he gets the ball, I don't see him get past anyone. I don't see him dribble past people on a regular basis.
I'd sell him tomorrow. You already know this.
No, but this is my point. So if I'm looking at a winger who I'm told is one of the best in the world and he plays for Liverpool, and he can't beat Trippier once, that's fine. But then he can't beat Trippier, who's got a dodgy hamstring as well. I've got a major issue with that. And then he can't cross a ball to save his life. He can't thread through any passes. He can't link up play. That's an issue for me.
Yeah,
then
but I don't want Diaz at the club. I'd sell him. I'm with you.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Did we put him in a dangerous position? No.
No, but no, he was in plenty of dangerous positions where he's one-on-one with the fullback. But I've got a winger. If I've got Sadio Mane in my team, my aim is to get Mane the ball so he's one-on-one with his fullback. How many times was Mane in his peak, one-on-one with a fullback, and we've gone, yeah, we're good here. We're good here. But we can't do that with Diaz because he barely beats a player. Then you've got Jota. Jota can't hold up anything anymore. The guy can't catch a cold. He can't hold up a poster at this point. Like, he's not doing anything. So Slot gets that wrong by playing Jota, but Jota still has an onus as a professional footballer to put in a better performance than that. Graven Mack got no control in that midfield. Kwanzaa, I feel sorry for because he's had to play right back, which isn't his position. Robbo is Robbo at this point. So Boslai, no, he didn't, but he's still Robbo, isn't it? So Boslai, from a creative standpoint, offered absolutely nothing. But again, where I will say tactics is an issue is that Boslai is having to run past his two pivot midfielders to win tackles. That is a fundamental issue. I never see Odegaard having to run past Declan Rice and Thomas Partey to put out a fire. I never see Cole Palmer having to run past. Say again, sorry?
No,
absolutely not, bro.
No,
I agree.
No.
But this is why I say it's horses for courses. So Boslai is brilliant in the 10 for games like City away, Arsenal away, maybe even Newcastle at home and Newcastle away. But you see, for other games, I need me a Ryan Shirky. Someone who's got that bit of stardust, that magic.
Harvey Elliott more.
No, I'll be real with you. Matt's
who can use Harvey Elliott more? Mr. Arne Slot, who I'm trying to blame for the last two games, and you're just sat here going like,
because you're trying to
we
put
all know
the,
Diaz is
you're trying to
no
put all
one here
the blame
Diaz.
on him. You're trying to put all the blame on him. All the blame is not on him. These players did not put in performances that deserve to win.
No, but Tom, you're not. What it is though, I get what you're saying. It might not necessarily be all on Slot, but he takes a lot of it, the blame, bro. A lot. Fundamental error, Tom. Be honest, Tom. Would you started Jota for the final?
Yes. So would we all. The problem was playing long ball to the two NBA defenders they have.
No, but Husam, are we just being intentionally dense? Our players couldn't break through their press. What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Because
that happened in St. James's Park. The same exact thing happened.
Would we have not been better playing Diaz? Here what I'm about to say to you. Our forwards are so terrible right now for different reasons, yeah? We were actually better off playing Luis Diaz as a false 9 and playing Curtis Jones on the wing. I'm not even joking with
you. That's what I said. We've got a Chiesa on the bench.
Chiesa, bro. And because Diaz drop into space to try and draw them out. Even if they don't rate him. Okay, cool. You don't rate Diaz, don't follow him. That means you've got given Diaz the space now. Because one thing about Diaz is when he's under pressure, he probably will make the wrong decision. But if he's got a lot of time, then maybe he can make the right decision. The problem is, though, Luis Diaz has been like, he's been played too much in it. Since Gakpo got injured and the minutes that he's played, he's hardly had any type of rest. But if I could describe Luis Diaz as an NBA player, Husam, you'll know him. Do you know who he reminds me of? You know Jordan Poole? You know, I don't know if you know who Jordan Poole is, Carl. He used to play for the Warriors.
Stop it, Matt. Stop it.
No, I'm just saying, Carl, had a good
run. When the Warriors won the chip, he at least had a good run. You get me?
Yeah.
I think the correct comparison is Steph to Salah because he's carrying these bombs. I'll be honest with you.
Probably Jordan. Because here's the thing: when we've won the league, so like when Golden State won the chip, Jordan Poole chipped in kind of thing. But then you started to see the cracks with Jordan Poole, and you realize the type of player that he is, bro. Man's just shooting from anywhere. Pause. Like just yeah. But anyway. The whole point is, Tom, the reason why we're really, really annoyed with Slot, and I feel like we have a right to be, is because tactically we do think you got it wrong, even though you may disagree what we have done differently. I still feel like personally that we could have done the false 9 thing with Luis Diaz. And I understand why he went with Jota, because he's probably thinking, listen, Jota's not in good form, but I know he's clinical. If we can give Jota maybe half a chance, he's probably thinking, and I feel like Jota's going to score. Whereas he probably feels like with Darwin, oh yeah, Darwin might put Dan Burn under a little bit more pressure if Darwin's mentally checked in. But at the same time, if he gets the opportunity, he doesn't trust him. So what I was even shocked with
Darwin's performance, I think, is very disheartening as well at Wembley, because I feel like he's just mentally checked out.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like he has as well. Tom was right. There was a ball that got played in the air.
That's the only part Tom was right about.
He didn't even contest. Darwin just looked at Dan Burn. He just looked at him.
Shall I be honest with you?
Yeah, he was watching, bro. He was watching the whole time. Like you
guys know my thoughts on Darwin, but if I'm going to be real with you, if I was Darwin, I'd have been pretty peed off as well, because how is Jota starting ahead of me when in the 2 previous games I've got a match-winning assist, I've got a goal and an assist which is a winning the penalty, but yet Jota, who's done F all for how many months now, apart from 1 assist for Salah, is starting ahead of me in a cup final.
Yeah,
I would be livid as well. I'm just being real with you. Like, he's a human being at the end of the day, not a great footballer, but I'd be furious with the coaching
I agree.
If Jota's starting ahead of me. This guy who couldn't do anything against PSG, but I come off the bench and I do something, but yet I'm thrown on the bench again. And then when things are going bad, you say, get on the pitch and make something happen. I'd be livid as well. There is no way Jota should have been starting that game. Even when we speak about Jota being clinical, this season, Jota's not been clinical at all.
Fact.
You know what I even said? You know what I even said as a suggestion of Curtis Jones playing left wing because their midfield is thugs. I said play Szoboszlai left wing. I swear. I said put like extra protection in there. By the way, Szoboszlai plays on the wing for Hungary as well sometimes, so he can actually play there. Yeah. So I would have went Szoboszlai left wing, Endo, McAllister, and Gravenberch all together. That way we could have played out of their press, and we would have had that defensive presence. And then whichever 2 you want up top, whether it's Salah and Diaz, Salah, Jota, Salah, Nunez, Salah, and insert crap player, it would have worked because we at least would have kept the ball on the ground, because the one time we kept the ball on the ground, we scored a goal. And Arne Slot needs to use Chiesa more. And he needs to use
I just don't
Harvey Elliott more. Let me finish, because you always interrupt when I'm cooking. And then you try to insert something that makes no sense.
I was just going to ask a question.
What? Ask a question. Go on.
I just want to know how Wataru Endo, who was worse on the ball than Ryan Gravenberch, helps Liverpool break a press.
He doesn't help break a press, but
Husam said that's what happens if
as you said, all was missing. All that was missing.
Allow the others to. He can protect the back. He can protect the back 4 while the other 2 can try and break the chance.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about do they have protection behind them or not. The fact of the matter was Newcastle just went man to man. So even if you put Gravenberch and McAllister more advanced, all that would have happened was you would have had Joe Linton on Gravenberch, bullied, battered off the ball.
Tom, did we win our duels, Tom? Did we win our duels?
No, but Wataru Endo doesn't make Ryan Gravenberch win more duels.
Tom, listen to what I'm saying.
Yes, he actually does, because he gives them less duels to win.
If Endo wins his duels, we have more of a chance of winning the second ball. Yes, you're right. Gravenberch and McAllister still have to win their duels, bro. You are correct there. But Endo gives us more of a chance, bro. They ran past our midfield like they wasn't even there. If Endo is there, Endo can potentially do more what the other 2 are doing, which will allow them time.
Allow them to have less duels to win as well. That's the point.
That's all we're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Szoboszlai would have inverted from left wing instead of Curtis Jones because he's more athletic than Curtis Jones. And then from there on out, we can play football. Pass left, pass right, the same stuff that
it might not work. But what Hassan's saying is we probably would have had a better chance doing that, though.
I'm more with Tom on this one.
Because we're not ever going to beat Newcastle.
It's not like Tonali was or whoever was playing the 10 for Newcastle was running the fucking show. They didn't get much of the ball anyway. The problem is, can we handle them getting the ball?
No.
Tonali and Bruno ran the game.
Tonali and Bruno were just doing whatever they wanted, bro. I'm being honest, Tom. We couldn't get near them.
Right. I meant in the positions where Wataru Endo would be. So I'm just lost on the Wataru Endo will be playing as the shield in front of the because you don't play Wataru Endo on a double pivot.
Yeah, but he's going to apply pressure. What I'm saying is Endo's got that kind of nous to know where danger is and spot. Hear what I'm saying? We know he's not the fastest, he's not the quickest, but Endo still gives you more of a chance to try and sniff out danger. So when you got Tonali running with the ball and no one's even get close to him, you just know when Endo just pops up out of nowhere. And all it could be is someone else is able to hold him up, Endo just runs in, nicks the ball off him. Remember, we know Endo ain't some special world-class DM. What we are saying is, with his actual skill set and what he does, he would probably have given us more of a chance. With them, we can play the ball on the ground because you've got the one player in our team who doesn't even really care so much about attacking. Just win the ball back, give it to Mac and Grav. Give them a chance. But by Szoboszlai being far up the pitch and Diaz doing this every minute, we weren't doing anything, bro. And the long ball to Diaz, and I understand what you said, Tom, because they did double up on Salah. So, like, maybe that's why they were just going straight to Diaz, yeah? But I still thought there were times when I was like, you can play the ball to Salah, you know? Salah's just there waiting. Salah's just waiting around for someone to pass.
Yeah, because it was just so.
So I understand some of your points, Tom, but I do think some of them.
Without screaming, can I tell you without screaming, Tom? Just listen to understand. Don't listen to just respond.
No,
just
I'm
be wrong and strong.
I'm
it's
listening.
okay to admit you're wrong.
I'm listening.
Yeah. I'm actually with Tom on this, by the way.
With Wataru Endo, that's not a good thing. So with Wataru Endo being on the pitch, it's not. You're looking at it way from one perspective of Wataru Endo's passing. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what Matt's saying. I'm saying, okay, so Endo's in there, right? If Endo's in there, he wins more duels defensively, which allows Gravenberch and McAllister to win less duels because they have less defensive responsibility on them. So it's Endo that has the onus of doing the defensive work. And that allows Gravenberch and McAllister to shine with the ball now more, specifically given the fact that Szoboszlai would help them by inverting from left wing. So essentially, the thugs of Newcastle would at least have to go through a shield in front of the defense, and there will be 3 midfielders in front of that, so we have an extra midfielder. Because you're just looking at it as, oh, Endo's a worse passer than player X.
I am looking at it. I am looking at it in Newcastle killed us with their press. Their press killed us. We couldn't play. We couldn't do short passing because they swarmed us with the press, and that forced us to go long. Their press was their strongest asset. It was well organised. It was well set up. Wataru Endo is a fantastic duel winner. I'm lost on the point of how Wataru Endo means that Gravenberch and McAllister have to do less duels. It means he just have to do duels against different people. But that's by the by. My point is, we don't weaken their press if we play Endo.
I agree.
Their press actually gets stronger because Endo was worse at receiving the ball under pressure.
If you go Curtis, is it different?
I think I don't know if one of you
not much better.
If you go Szoboszlai left wing or Jones left, if you go Szoboszlai left wing, Diaz as false 9, and then Curtis is.
I said Diaz false 9.
Then for me that makes more sense.
That was probably the better way to do it.
Endo, I don't care. Point is for midfielders. Slot got out coached. That's my point.
Yeah,
that's why Salah looks like shit, and
I
Diaz
think what
looks
Tom's
like
saying, Tom, by including Endo, I don't think it saves us that game. I think if you include Jones in that game, I think you give us a better chance because Jones is better on the ball than Endo. He can make things tick. We saw it when he came on the pitch. Harvey is our most creative midfielder, but if Harvey starts that game, he gets eaten alive. He gets eaten alive in that game.
What I'm saying, Kyle, is this. I'm not saying Endo's just like. Let me make it clear, because I'm not saying, oh, you play Endo, you win the game. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we might have had a better chance of sniffing out danger.
Yeah, better chance. That's all.
What Tom's talking about is a different scenario. I'm talking about when they're attacking. I'm not talking about when we're being pressed. That's different, and I understand that. What I'm saying is, though, if you've got Endo in the team, you've got a Gravenberch who, if you know, Gravenberch's one of my favorite players, but Gravenberch's energy levels are ridiculously low, low.
So ask him to defend
to the point where, this goes back to slot again against Southampton. I know everyone was happy that we won, but when I done the preview on Coppish, I literally said I would start Endo and Jones in the pivot. That is because I knew, because I knew against PSG and Newcastle is going to go full strength. And what baffled me even more so is he played the exact same team that played against PSG that went to penalties. those players were
Yes.
already shattered, and you've gone to
Same
play the
exact
exact
players.
same players again,
Exact same
expecting
player.
a Newcastle who's not going to be aggressive. And I understand Tom's point about they play differently, but it's a flipping cup final. What did he think Newcastle were going to do? What, not to be aggressive? So even if they weren't expected to go man for man, they were always going to be aggressive. They weren't going to sit back. Why would they sit back and allow a team like Liverpool to have the ball and try and carve them open? That doesn't make any sense.
And
Even
can I
me,
destroy Tom's point even more, Matt? Sorry, just to add, on
go.
your point, so we can just overall destroy these two frauds below us. Number one, I think we're focusing way too much on Endo starts or Curtis Jones starts.
Yeah,
We're talking about the
personnel,
concept of four midfielders. That's the concept.
Yeah.
The concept is four midfielders. Whether you want the fourth one to be Elliott or Jones or Endo or McConnell or Bobby Clark, I don't care. The point is the four midfielders so we can play out of the press. The second thing is, when it comes to the game at St. James's Park, this already happened. This same exact Wembley final happened at St. James's Park, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the game at Anfield. You mentioned the game at Anfield. Fair enough. You didn't mention St. James's Park. But the same exact game happened in St. James's. What happened, Tom? When they pressed the shit out of Gravenberch and we couldn't play out of the press. And you want to know what the solution that day was? Trent coming on. He couldn't have come on today because he was injured. So we completely agree that
this comes back to my ultimate point.
But even then it took Salah individual brilliance. Now the issue for me in the game was Slot took way too long to make substitutions. He approached the game completely the wrong way. We knew that they were gonna press us like dogs because Matt just said it's a final at Wembley. They want to win. They're gonna press us like dogs. So the smart thing would have been add an extra midfielder in there so we could play on the ground. Because Dan Burn won 18 headers. 5 headers later, you didn't realize, yo, this isn't gonna work. 5 headers later. And also, how are you not blaming Slot for Dan Burn's header on McAllister? How is that?
Obviously, right. So me talking about the tactics in the game is not relevant to corners. He should have fucking swapped the corners around after fucking 2 headers, let alone 5.
I agree.
That's obvious. But
you
sat there. You literally backed up my point more than anything. I said right at the start, our problem was we couldn't play out the press because they didn't rate Quanta, so they funneled the ball to him, knowing that he couldn't get out. How did we beat them when they played the same way at St. James's Park? Because we started that game with Quanta at right back, and the same thing happened. We brought on Trent, who knows how to break the press. Draw. I forget Kelleher fucking fucked it. But how did we turn it round at St. James's Park and start and almost win that game? You brought on Trent, who knew how to break a press. They would jump on him. He would play a ball up. They'd be out of position. We'd kill them in transition. That couldn't happen. And my point on the midfielders, I get the idea of it. If you play 4 midfielders, you outnumber them 4-3. What that does mean now is you've got no one on the back line, but that's a separate question. But you outnumber them 4-3. What I will say is
you have no one where? Sorry, say that again. You have no one where?
You don't have anyone on their centre backs.
What do you mean?
If you got the 4 midfielders dropping in to be a support option, so you want to form a box around their 3, you can't unless their centre backs decide to follow Jones and Szoboszlai into our half, which would be mental. Those 2 centre backs are just going to be set up waiting for transition. They're not going to be sort of ran
but
anywhere.
we would have been better off transition than long ball.
But my point is this: go look at the 2 games where we used the 4-man midfield. We didn't win. City and Aston Villa.
Yeah.
We didn't win the possession battle either time, and there was a lot of times in those games, less so City, more so Villa, who I think are a better pressing team and closer to what Newcastle are, where their press was still beating us. Because it is a different problem.
We were very good against Villa.
I wouldn't say very good.
We had like 37 shots. We just missed the chances. I didn't blame Slot at all for that.
We had 17 shots and 3 on target, and our equaliser came from a deflected shot where they had more possession and they had more clear-cut chances and they played more passes. Right, Husam, it's irrelevant if you have 17 shots if 15 of them are outside the box worth 0.01 XG.
Yes, and then
now that is an over exaggeration. That is an over exaggeration. But my point is, when you see the 17 shots, it's not like all 17 ones which I'm going, you should score. We had 3 chances that we should have scored from. We only scored from one of them. I don't think we should have scored the Trent chance, hence why it went in off a deflection. The other three are the Jota one, the Nunes one, and the Salah one. Salah scores, the other two don't, which harps back to the point that it's a quality issue, but that's by the by, we all know that. My point is,
We all agree on that.
our lack of personnel and our lack of ability to break the press, either way, was a problem. We did not have a player in that team, in that back line, who could break the press, which is where it has to happen. Van Dijk can break a press by switching it to Salah, but Salah was being doubled up on, so the switch was very rarely on. Therefore, you go, right, who else can break a press? Robertson used to be able to when he had more energy. He can't now. He takes a touch, he runs into a defender. He's not good at breaking a press now. He's off the board. Konate can't break a press. I thought Konate was quite shit on the ball against Newcastle, so he's off the board. Trent can with his range of passing, but he's not available. Conor Bradley can because he's closer to what Robertson was. He's off the board. So we're left with Quansah, who, out of every option I've mentioned, doesn't even have the redeeming quality of that. The only way he can break a press is with his runs from the back when he's at centre back. He doesn't like to make them at right back because he's not quick enough to catch up to the winger if you lose it. So we had no way to break their press. The problem was,
the more you talk, the more it proves my point, by the way. Because we knew Quansah was going to start right back before the game, Tom. That's why the approach tactically was the wrong approach. And that's the point.
No. He didn't have to. No. He didn't have to start. He didn't have to start Quansah right back. He didn't have to.
I actually hear where he's coming from. He didn't have to start Quansah. You just want to be wrong and strong the whole time.
Have to start.
He knew Quansah was going to start from 5 days ago.
No, we didn't. Because what did he say in the press conference right before the fucking final?
No, Tom. We all knew Quansah was gonna start, bro. Did you not think Quansah was gonna start, bro?
Arnie Slot said in the press conference before the final, I can use Curtis Jones at right back.
Brother, managers say things like, I don't know when he's gonna be back, but he's back the next game. Did you really believe him, bro?
I think if you play Curtis Jones at right back, you stand a better chance than if you play
No,
Quansah
bro,
right
but
back.
have you seen Curtis Jones play right back this season? Have you seen him play right back this season?
We haven't had to. We've seen Quansah play it once against this team, and he struggled.
Yeah. Bro, Curtis Jones got ripped to shreds, bro.
Curtis Jones against Harvey Barnes.
We're acting like Harvey Barnes was causing problems for Quansah. He wasn't. Harvey Barnes was not their outlet.
No, he would have been against Jones.
You don't think they would have saw Curtis Jones and thought that's an easy matchup? You don't think they would have?
Curtis Jones has played right back at Liverpool before. He played right back last year. It wasn't a problem. Fucking hell, we played Bajcetic at right back.
Yeah, you can play it right. Why would you?
You can play Curtis Jones at right back if you've got Konate there.
But you got to look at who was the opposition when they both played right back, Bajcetic and Jones, bro.
I think Jones played right back against West Ham in the cup, and Bajcetic's done it against Lask in the Europa League.
That's my point, bro. This Newcastle team's built different to those two teams.
But this is not a full strength Newcastle team.
It did
not in the area where we'd be playing Curtis Jones.
You know what's so funny actually? Because Livramento as well was causing a bit of problems as well. Livramento was actually giving them a bit of an outlet as well. And I'm telling you, Jones, I think would have been in trouble just like Quansah. The thing is, even I know what you're saying, but I knew he was going to start Quansah. I think we all knew. So even I know what you're saying. He said that in the press conference. Deep down, I reckon we all kind of knew, he's probably going to play Quansah. And that's why it kind of leads more into, I understand what you're saying now, Tom, in terms of, they don't rate Quansah, so they're just going to let him have the ball. But that's why Husam was saying, you know they don't rate him. We're only playing him there because we have to. We could have played in a different way, bro. Like we've played with a false nine before. We've played the box the foot with no strikers. We've done all that.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, in my opinion, one of those two different approaches, we might have got a different result. Who knows? We might have still lost. But what I'm saying is, we kind of knew what we were going to get from Newcastle, and I think Arne Slot knew what he was going to get as well. But for some strange reason,
Arne Slot knew he was starting Quansah. That's the important part.
And for some strange reason, I don't know why. Even when he saw it wasn't working, like after 20 minutes, he thought, you know what? I'm have to be ruthless. I have to change something so quickly because this pattern of play was just.
But
nothing was going to change.
But Matty did change it at the 30th minute mark when we were clearly not getting any. He didn't want to go long ball. I think that's obvious. He wanted to try and do the way we normally build up, but we couldn't. Their press was very good, and you have to give credit to Newcastle there. So we went from playing long balls up to Jota and hoping that he could hold it up and bring in McAllister and Soboslai. He can't do that. He's not winning any of them. Dan Burn and Shard ball. Right, okay, scratch that. We can't do it. So the plan then went to, right, get the ball into Soboslai, because Soboslai was the only one who could do it. Get the ball into Soboslai quickly before they can press you, and Soboslai has to go over that defence for Luis Diaz to get onto it and go one-on-one against Trippier. And we've done that for the rest of the half. And Luis Diaz did nothing against Kieran Trippier, apart from do a couple little shoulder shuffles, turn back around, pass it backwards, and let Newcastle get back into a settled shape. There is a limitation to what we could do because of personnel available. The only thing I agree with is that he should have brought on Harvey Elliott earlier and tried to just... You have to just sheer outnumber them at that point. You're going to have to just brute force play through the middle, because we were getting no joy going over the top, and we didn't have players who you could bring on who you trust to go over the top. That's the only thing we've done. They brought on Harvey Elliott and they brought on Chiesa earlier, and that's hindsight. No one was saying with the first sub, let's get Federico Chiesa on.
No, that's true. That's true.
No one was. I don't think any of us expected Chiesa to come on in the game, let alone have that impact. He's a good player, but he hasn't played much this year. But I did want Harvey Elliott on earlier, and I did want Curtis Jones on earlier.
And you didn't want Jota starting either, did you?
What's wrong with you, Jamie? What's going on?
The problem is I didn't want either striker starting, but I knew one was going to start.
No, exactly. Same here. And I kind of knew one was going to start. But then I said
if I have to pick out the striking options available, I've got more of a thing with Jota. Jota's been shit, but I've got more of a catalogue with him, and I've got more like.
And that's why Slot did it. But that's why I feel like that's wrong. Do you want to know why? Because you can only go off what someone is literally doing right now. So I understand why you've done that, though. That's not a wrong thing to say, but I think it's the wrong thing to do, though. At the same time, because Jota, since he's come back from injury, has done absolutely nothing, bro. Nothing, not even close. Then you got Darwin Núñez, who again. Managers called him out
about the donkey, the better.
Yeah, called him out. But then at least
everyone who ever said apologize to Núñez now needs to punch themselves in the face repeatedly.
But I will say this though, Núñez got, like Cal said, Núñez got an assist against PSG and got a goal against Southampton.
Yeah, he wasn't good against Southampton.
No, I know he wasn't. But do you want to know something? He was better than Jota. That's my argument.
He was, but Núñez should, to be honest, Núñez very well could have been sent off against Southampton, and we don't get either of those moments because he's a fucking madman. And this is why I think Slot doesn't. I don't think Slot likes any of the striking options we've got. I think that's glaring. That's glaringly obvious.
You don't rate Núñez at all. You don't rate him at all.
But he can trust Jota to stick to a plan more. You can trust Jota to follow instructions more. And I think that's what Arne Slot wants. He doesn't want any of the strikers. We will buy 2 strikers in the summer. We will not go into the next season with either Núñez or Jota as a forward option.
We hope.
But right now, right now, I think our best front three is Stella, Gakpo. Even if he's not fully fit, I'd rather Gakpo on the left because I know we can do something, and take your pick out of Chiesa or Gakpo or Diaz up front. Either
I'm gonna be so real.
But neither striker
Diaz,
option.
You know that.
Neither striker option.
I can't believe I'm saying it. I can't believe I've been cursing out Diaz. I couldn't even get past Trippier. But do you want to know something?
At this point, honestly,
maybe even Chiesa, but at least I've seen.
Let's go.
Yeah, at least I've seen Diaz score a hat trick.
I'm quite happy to keep Chiesa.
Let me just grab these supers because we can't keep schooling Tom all stream. We have to talk about Van Dijk contract as well. So let me just read these super
this is gonna be a meltdown city now.
Yeah, owners played a role in 2 Premier Leagues in 5 years in Champions League. Allahumma inni sa'im. Ya Allah, I'm fasting and I don't want to lose my fast.
You didn't finish the rest of the super chat, Sam.
Luke Tanner, I'm here for the Callum heel turn. I couldn't agree with him more over the current issues. Is what Luke is saying.
Did you want to see the John Cena promo yesterday?
No.
He cooked, man. He cooked.
Let me see.
Sorry, can we go back to the selection one, please?
No, I unstarted.
Cal,
what was said, Cal? I don't even know.
I'm fasting and I'm just gonna completely ignore.
Do you want me to read it out for you, Cal? I'll go back and read it out for you.
I can't do this without a cigarette. I just can't.
So, I'll go back and read it out for you now, people.
There's no need to read it.
No. Cal wants to hear.
Man's trying to do FSG prop for us winning 2 league titles 5 years when we could have had 4 league titles.
Selection said owners played a role in 2 Premier Leagues in 5 years and a Champions League. I, for one, am calm with Hughes and co opting not to sign a 7th forward in January. Shout out to them.
All right, I'll break the first one down. you can still win stuff and still have crap owners. Alex Ferguson did it. Jurgen Klopp's done it. Just because you win stuff doesn't automatically mean everyone gets praise. If that's the case, anyone who's against selling Núñez, Jota, Diaz, and all these players, we shouldn't sell them then because we won the league because of these players.
He'd keep Núñez because he's edgy. That's the point.
Well, and so this whole premise that FSG is the reason why we're winning this stuff, we are winning stuff in spite of FSG. FSG's sole purpose for Liverpool Football Club is to keep us sustainable so we look good on their portfolio, which means top 4 or European football is all they care about. Anything more than that is a bonus. In fact, we get punished for winning stuff because we then get told, oh, well, you've won stuff, so we've got to pay bonuses out. That's why we can't do transfers and do extra salaries for certain players. So winning stuff in FSG's eyes is actually a hindrance to the club as opposed to a benefit. So that's the first thing. The second thing, calm with Richard Hughes. I would be calmer slapping a line in the face with meat attached to my back than trusting Richard Hughes to do contracts and all these other stuff associated with the club. Because at least then I've got a slight chance that the lion might slip and fall and smash its face before he gets to bite and kill me.
This is who you're responding to.
Richard Hughes has done F-all since he's been here. Literally, F-all since he's been here. He couldn't even sign Adrian to a new contract. Do you know how crap of a director of football you got to be to not even sign Adrian to a new contract? And we're sitting there saying we're calm with him. We're about to lose Salah, who's not just our top goal scorer, but our top assist maker. We're about to use Virgil van Dijk, who most people consider to be the best centre-back in world football. We're also losing Trent, who's one of the most creative players in the world, especially from the position he plays for Liverpool Football Club. And add on to the fact that we barely break records or barely do a lot of business in transfer windows. We are calm about this. Once again, selection, bro. Nothing but love. I do not get what we're trying to do.
Nothing but hate selection. Nothing but hate. It's obvious squad not built for multiple trophies. Winning a league walking with 0 spent is exceptional. Yous need to catch a grip. Yeah, and we agree with that. It's not made to win multiple trophies. Like we're not.
Why I never once called quad or treble this season. Never heard it.
Yeah, no one mentioned quad. No one mentioned treble. No one mentioned any of that. Donny LFC. You need to relax. First of all. Second of all, we're here to talk about the PSG and the Newcastle game because it was literally this week. That's what we're here.
Rohan, why don't I buy the team? Oh, let me guess why, Rohan. I haven't got.
We're not a billionaire.
Why don't you?
Sorry, Rohan.
If you got £6 just slide around.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Rohan. I'll move some money around. I'll get the missus to transfer some money from PayPal as well. We'll get that sorted tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why don't you buy the team?
Big up Calamity and Matt
Sorry,
Flurry.
Rohan, that sounds just like a
what
very.
What is going on today?
That's just some immaturity, like.
No, people are
that's
just
something I'd expect my son to say.
That's just stupidity.
That's
big up Calamity and Matt Flurry. If Liverpool were to get outplayed and lose to Everton, would there be concerns over this Premier League title? Oh my God! If this happens, bro,
not right. Let's be logical here.
I'll go work in engineering. I'm not doing this.
Before we start scaremongering, Liverpool are not going to drop 13 more points than Arsenal in the last 9 games of the season. Especially when we are playing once a week and Arsenal have to instead contend with a double, a 2-legged tie against Real Madrid in fucking April. It's not happening.
Tom's getting called out all the way in India. I imagine this. The aggression that Tom sometimes feels like he has coached that team to the Champions League and Premier League trophies. Relax, bro. Please maintain the decorum of the house.
I mean, we never know. I could well do.
Oh, you actually believe you're a good coach because you're on Football Manager? Have some shame, Tom.
I mean, I know Zone 14. I knew Zone 14 and you didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a good guy. Making sense. Let me know when that happens. Yeah. He's a good guy when he makes sense, not on the ownership conversation. I think he just loves to be different. And it's okay.
To be honest, I'm shocked you don't have a band selection fund,
Band selection fund? No,
yeah,
I'm not
you got a band Ryan fund. I thought you had a band selection fund.
But Ryan deserves to get banned. Don't even compare him to Ryan. Ryan is like gutter.
Oh, by the way, Ryan's back to saying Arteta's better than Slot now.
DNW says, best show on the channel, free Palestine and FSG out. I support all the messages on this super chat right here because this is the best
Trust
show.
me.
But it
Trust
should be
me.
on you on Liverpool YouTube, mate. Hey, this is the best show on Liverpool YouTube.
Well,
and
to
us
be fair,
play this, man.
Husam, there is also this show on Coppish when it wants to be. So you can't really pick between the two.
Ah,
can you?
see,
and they always schedule it like half an hour before you have to go. type
crazy.
thing.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Jamie Phillips, I don't know what's been going on with Jamie. I'm a changed man. I've seen the light. You will see a massive change in me starting tonight. What's
That's
going
it.
on, Callum?
That scares me because me and Jay have got a show tonight of Luke Tanner, so that means he's going to do something crazy.
Did you give
You
them
know,
a
Jamie's
pound
gonna
each?
be even more crazy.
He's going to be crazy now. So I'm going
He's
to
probably gonna say something that I've realized. I'm just not crazy enough.
Yeah, I'm
Big
going
up
to.
Jamie, what's going on? I need to
demonetize
understand,
that
bro.
show.
Big up,
You
Jamie.
understand.
Love my bro. Big up,
Uh,
man.
you give them a pound
Cal's just sitting there seeing this going, oh my God, me buy Liverpool funds going up in smoke now when I get demonetised.
I'm going to demonetize the.
Why? But why is Cal dodging my question? Giving them a pound each.
Was oh yeah, no, I'm happy to do that. The boys
You
know.
give them a pound each.
The boys know. I'm good. for it.
PayPal £1 each to Luke Tanner and Jamie Phillips, please. So they can buy themselves a bottle of water on me. Slot mistakes. If
You
learning
never
includes
PayPal'd
becoming
me a
entitled-
quid.
No, we all agree with this, but I'm gonna give you an unpopular opinion. Tom, you can't discuss this because it was before your time. But I think if Benitez was Liverpool manager in the last 2 games, I think we win both games. Benitez. But I think if Benitez was our manager for the league, I don't think we
season,
win the league.
Yeah, we won't win the league. I
think we win
agree.
the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I think Slot's
Arnie
system
Slot's a better
is
league
more
manager.
built for like league perspective than a knockout competition.
Arnie Slot's a league manager rather than a cup manager.
Oh,
if
we
you-
agreed an hour and
It-
7 minutes into the stream. We agreed.
If you look at how he manages and you look at the way he wants his teams to play, that's more suited for league football. Where if you look at the way Klopp wanted to set up, that was more geared to more emotional cup football.
I do agree.
Yeah,
Actually,
I agree.
I
there
do
as
agree.
well.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, Jurgen Klopp was able to adapt his style to become a league winner. Arnie Slot needs to now do the same to adapt his style to be more successful in cups. That's where you'll go from being a great to a legend.
I believe Slot was employed by FSG to work within the model and hence the squad size. Don't expend a big spend on the summer. 3 players that the push. Yeah, but big is like, at what point in time do we just accept that like Gemma Collins is never going to be a Rihanna? Like, you cannot make Gemma Collins into Rihanna. It's impossible. We have Luis Diaz doing this on the wing the whole time. Got it. And he gets me. We got Nunes it's just absolute dog shit. Like, what can the guy do more, bro? Jota we can keep as a bench option. I don't fucking know at this point. Just sell them all, man. Just sell them all. Keep Salah. Give him a Nobel Peace Prize. There's no need to put Ballon d'Or. Give him Nobel Peace Prize for not pulling up to AXA with a baseball bat and slapping the fuck out of the rest of the forward line. Edwards and Hughes. Big up to J. Ruiz. PEN. What's PEN? Let me check that. I've never seen that before. Peruvian Nuevo Sol. Big up to you, Ruiz. Fair enough. Guys, we have an audience in Peru. Can you imagine?
Big
Thanks
up.
to me. Of
All
course.
right, big up,
to you,
man.
J. Ruiz.
Big up.
Appreciate
So
you.
humble. Husam.
Edwards and Hughes want a total reset. It's clear. That's why Slot was his best choice. They're going for young players, maybe just one big one. I'm afraid. I think Tom Little's rebuild is a lot closer to reality than people think.
Same.
I was fucking lynched for
didn't I
this.
say this
Maybe I
last
know
night,
what's
man?
going on.
No, we just don't like it. That's the difference.
We just don't like it. Yeah. You see all this
Right,
Isak
you gotta be
Alvarez
okay
stuff,
for
just
knowing
put
the way the club
So,
want to
but
think.
Just
fair
put it
play,
in the bag.
you was
Just
onto
put it in the
something.
bag.
We just don't like it, though, bro. I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
listen, all this Isak Alvarez stuff, just put it in the bag. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, put the fries in the bag.
I do
Jonathan
think-
David on a free.
Yeah,
No, I will be honest. I can
Kamara. This
see-
is all reality, by the way.
if we get Jonathan
I can
David,
see
I'm
one
crashing
guy.
out.
I can see one big player getting bought, but I want to hark back to when Arnie Slot was appointed in the summer, and there was all the pieces coming out about why we appointed him. There was one line that I looked at and didn't think was relevant at the time, but going back and looking at it after yesterday's news, you sort of go, "Oh fuck." Arnie Slot stood out with his ability to keep teams competitive after losing their best players. That makes me think that this has been in the works, and they went right. We'll let them have one last dance, and then when they go, Edwards and Hughes get to go right.
Why would you have to?
Let's have my
Where
fun.
did you see this? Because I think you're right as well. I think I remember. Where was this again?
I think it was in a Paul Joyce article back when he was appointed. Because it was when they were going on
to keep the teams competitive
after losing their best players.
Man said the article. Man said that it was already there. It was already there.
I think if you look at it now, with that,
and speaking of Tom, let me segue to that section. Anyway, and we let Callum talk because he needs a red carpet to speak. Big up to all of you guys in the chat. We have 900 people locked in. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Can we just get 300 likes? We have 900 people in here. We're not even at 300 likes yet. Oh.
I see Cal can't even bring himself to talk about the Van Dijk situation.
Nah, his computer probably done a madness. You know what Cal's like.
Computer done a madness.
Yeah.
Hi, Cal.
Yeah, it's his computer. Yeah, I told you.
I think it's from texting so much.
Wait there. Anyway. Cal, you've lost a shirt on your back.
Yeah.
You used to have 5 shirts on the back wall. It's only 4
I've only put 4 up at the moment.
You ripped one off and we lost the 5.
Anyway, let's see if we get to 300 likes, you guys, please. Callum, talk to me about Van Dijk.
Once he's ripped off all the shirts, he no longer does Liverpool content. He's just exclusively a UFC streamer.
I'm not gonna. I said it. If we bottle the league from this position,
Sanderson show, here we go.
Yeah. I'm just strictly MMA and boxing.
Yeah, I'm not
doing NBA streams, me and Tom. Husam X Tom Little. Your thoughts on the Luka Doncic trade, Tom? We would completely turn it to an NBA.
Yeah, you have to, bro. You have to.
Me and him both watch it as well, so it's easy. Easy transition.
Virgil van Dijk. Can we blame him if he goes or if he's speaking to other teams at this point? I'd feel disrespected if I was him. It's annoying. It's frustrating. I don't understand how you have the best centre back in the world who's openly said he wants to stay and you still can't let him. You can't get over the line. You can't get a contract sorted out. I've said this for a while. They're all leaving. And the reason why I think they're leaving is because of the rebuild. I think they're looking at it and going, Virgil, Salah and Trent are the highest earners at the club at the moment. If all 3 leave, then it brings the whole salary wage cap down. That means people like Konate, if you're going to get a new contract, you can't sit there and go, well, Virgil's on 250, so I want 200. It's the highest earner now is on 160. We'll make you the highest earner at 170 or 180. And any players we bring in isn't going to be breaking the 200k barrier because, self-sustainability and all that, because we're a business before we're a football club, apparently. So, yeah, I don't blame Virgil. I don't blame Salah. For everyone who said that Trent was a snake earlier on in the season, Tom, this isn't at you, by the way. For everyone who said that Trent's a snake at the beginning of the season and all this and said, Trent should stay, this, that, and the other. If you can tell me now, anyone in the chat, what sort of ambition these owners are showing to say that Trent should stay, that Virgil should stay or Salah should stay, I'm all open ears.
Jamie, I'm actually really scared of you now. Like, I'm actually scared.
Oh, yeah, he's going to do a madness today.
You're going to do a madness.
Too calm. Jamie's been way too calm. Calm before the storm. That's what Liverpool have done to Jamie,
Are we not worried that Jamie's potentially like when you push something too far and eventually just snaps? He's gotten so angry that he's now snapped and he's now ultimate calmness. He'll never see the anger in anything. He's too far gone.
I've said from I can't remember how long ago, there was a dark cloud just over Anfield the whole season. Even when we were even when it was in December, November, I was like, you know what? So I think we're going to win the league, but this whole contract situation, it's just lingering. It's just there. It hasn't been sorted. It needs to get done. We are now in March. These contracts expire in 3 months' time. I know. I can sense it. I know it sounds weird. I just know that they're all leaving. Me and Kyle have been saying it for a little while now. I think Kyle might have said it even before me. And I was like, you know what, Kyle, you're right. They're all leaving, They're actually all leaving. And the killer thing is, we're about to win the league and we're about to lose 3 of our best players, bro. Why can't we ever just be happy? When we won the freaking league, there was a world pandemic, bro. The world was trying to end when all we was trying to do was just win the flipping league. And now
there's a Liverpool pandemic.
There's something going on. And I'll be real, Carl, I agree. I think Edwards and Hughes have been brought in to reduce the wage bill. Because remember, it was already a kerfuffle when we had to give Salah that new wage, and that broke the wage structure for the first time ever. Remember when Salah got over 200?
That's the word and a half right there. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Like, remember when Salah? Remember when with the whole Mane? Is Mane deserves a pay rise as well as Salah? How much are we going to give Salah? Remember, Salah got the world record, like not world record, but Liverpool record contract that broke 200k. Like, bro, it's always been like that. So Salah was the anomaly. Now they've gone. Yeah, he's 32 now. We can just get him off these big wages, no matter how great he is. We need to get that wage bill down. Also, as well, you know, the way we do our accounts is we put all of our wages on there. So that wage bill just needs to look a lot better. Because right now, yeah, we're not taking money, but all of our wages are on there and it don't look good. So yeah, let's just make sure we get off Salah off the wage bill, Virgil off the wage bill, and Trent off the wage bill. Actually, do you know what? Let's get Kanai off the wage bill as well, because he's 2026. So yeah, there's a few players that they might want to get off the wage bill.
Why the fuck do I need to be the voice?
Do you know what I mean?
It's even worse. They're offering.
People
We
wanna
can
burn me.
go and get
I'm the
players like.
protest. I'm the protest.
So if we're going off Tom's scrapbook, then we should go and get Husam, I guess, Tom, for centre back.
Would you like? So what would we replace? We're replacing.
So we're replacing Virgil.
Look how Tom perked up. Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go find my list.
Be realistic, Tom, with what you think the club will go for, as much as what you would like as well.
If you're replacing Van Dijk, the two options should probably be the three options should be the Schlotterbeck, if you want someone who's a little bit more ready made, Husam or Alexandro from Lille.
For a minute, I thought about Alexandro from freaking Juventus. I was like,
no, he's too old. No, I know.
I was like, ain't the brother like 38?
You know what it is, Husam? It's Joao Mario all over again.
I wanted Alexandro. I was just thinking, the Juve left back, the Brazilian.
No, it feels like. Remember when Football Manager they used to like regenerate players? That's what it feels like.
Player.
The same name, but just different ages now.
For Trent, again, I don't think the right back market is necessarily the greatest.
Do you know what I think we're going to get, Tom? I think we're going to get Frimpong, you know. And
I'm really worried that we're going to get Frimpong.
Everyone's going to crash out because you know how everyone's like, Trent can't defend. Wait until you see Frimpong, bro.
This is the protest they're planning.
What's this? Can I read this?
What if we all set fire to ourselves outside of AXA one by one in protest? Surely they couldn't ignore that. We could start with Tom Little and then move up to the more important people.
Sorry, did that get 1.5? Did that get 1.7k likes?
No, it's better if you go into my replies because I don't reply to it.
Are you and Barry cool, Tom?
Yeah, me and Barry, so.
Oh,
no, Barry's message. To be fair, Barry just always says like he just mess about in it, kind of thing, in it. Yeah.
No, but so what Sam hasn't showed there is in the replies. I've sat there and went.
He's like, I'm not too good with fires.
Yeah, I'm not great with fire, to be honest, Baz. Any chance our protest could be slightly less burny? And then he replied, "Oh, please don't burn me alive. Just say love John Henry then." And then my only reply to that was, I take it value in my life ahead of a new 2-year Van Dijk contract as well behaviour. And everyone just said yes. So apparently, if we want Virgil van Dijk to say, I have to sacrifice myself as a deity to the gods or whatever.
Bro, you need to sacrifice yourself for these idiot owners, bro. These owners are a joke.
They are.
I can't even lie, man.
Sorry, where was it? My right back?
But I think it's going to be Frimpong. Have you seen the video today? You lot seen the video today of Frimpong? When he tries to do the Scouse accent to Grav when the greeting at the Netherlands camp.
That's the worry that we are going to go for Frimpong. He's not a right back in my eyes.
He's a wing
I would want. I don't rate the right backs on the market at the minute. I almost think he needs to do just a stopgap. But if you're trying to get one, you could probably go Wanderson from Monaco. Again, I'm not a big fan of Jed Spence, but he's a right back at least.
Kathy's been having a go at you. Can you tell Kathy that you're FSG out, please, so she can
Kathy, I've been FSG out since 2016.
She's Scouts as well, Kathy. Kathy, relax.
The only way Frimpong works is if you go and get Hato and you do you almost lopsided defense.
Right? No, what's up with Jamie? What's up with Jamie? No, I'm concerned about Jamie. Like it's got to be a wellness check now.
Man said I've never seen Jamie even talk. Man said I'm very excited.
No, something's going on.
Call him, please. Call him.
We're concerned now. It's a wellness check.
Put him on speakerphone, please.
Yeah, put him on speaker, bro. He's definitely been hacked.
Hey, bro, you good? What are you up to?
Bro. I think James is broken. Like, in terms of like, this is what FSG have done to him. I'm not joking.
Are you sitting down or?
He's
Okay.
broken, bro.
What have you eaten or drank today?
It's a proper wellness check.
Okay. Any bevies or?
It's the VVD news. I think it's broken him still.
Okay. How are you feeling about just Liverpool in life at the moment?
If he uses the words, if he uses the phrase, "I'm great," lock the phone.
Liverpool changed your life in what way, Jay?
Yeah, someone's in the room with him, bro.
Oh God.
Someone's in the room with him.
I'm not allowed to speak, am I? Can you cough twice if John W. Henry's with you? Anyone else associated to GSF?
Callum is a good negotiator if someone's been kidnapped.
Okay. Well, you know where I am if you need me, right?
He didn't make it obvious at all. GSF.
Okay.
Wow. They make it obvious at all.
I will try to.
If you're in a real situation and
Nah,
Callum is
man
the
said
guy like
spring
negotiating
bone is
your
very good.
thing,
Yeah.
you're dead, mate.
Someone's there,
Yeah.
innit, Carl?
Yeah, Liverpool's got to him, man.
all that.
Liverpool's
Yeah,
got to him.
I
Liverpool's
like
either got to him physically or mentally, or maybe both. But Liverpool's got to him.
And emotionally, bro.
Yeah, but Jamie is at the point where I'm about to be soon. You see, after we have that parade, I'm mentally checked out.
By the way, there's someone that was commenting on my videos in August, going like, "You should trust the club. They know what they're doing." You know what he commented yesterday? Just to tell you the coping mechanisms of the other side of the argument here, who are just completely brainless and brain dead. You want to know what he commented? Konate is a more important contract than Van Dijk. I swear.
But we're not going to get either of them done.
I was gonna say
4 months after commenting, "Hey, you have to trust the club. They're gonna get this right." His next
When
comment.
When
is,
Virgil leaves, I reckon
Can I ask
Ibi
you
will
guys
follow
one
him.
question.
Out the
All
door.
jokes aside here,
Mm.
if this is a very real situation, if
Go on,
Konate and Virgil both leave, which two centre backs would you try and go hell for level for?
What did you say?
Which ones I'd go for, or which ones the club are going to go
Virgil and who? Sorry.
for? Can I,
Virgil and
If Virgil and
Konate
Ibi
both.
both leave,
Yeah, nice one.
because we do understand.
I'm not being funny, guys. It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
It's
Virgil's
not.
gonna leave on a
Then
free,
we're mid-table
and
fodder.
and Konate's got 1 year left on his deal. So if he doesn't agree with contract, he's gone.
No, I know, bro.
If you use your
I know.
if you use your brain and you look at who we've been linked with, the club would look at replacing Van Dijk and Konate with Schlotterbeck and Gahey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any good
That's
UFC
reality.
soon,
That's
Cal?
how we are,
Any
bro.
good fights on soon? Any you're looking forward to?
I asked the question, Husam, but yeah, I wasn't
When's
ready.
the
For the
NBA
answer.
finals?
I wasn't ready for the answer. My bad.
I don't know. My OKC should be there though. Big ups my OKC Thunder.
Finals. I hear it, bro. I hear it. I'll be
Nah,
so
yeah.
Hey,
real. If we sign
WrestleMania
Mark
soon. I
Gahey,
can tap out then. I can tap out.
I keep seeing Mark Gahey keep being linked with us. Like every time I think it's going away, it just comes back. Like
Am I the only one who's underwhelmed by Mark Gay as a centre back?
I'm very underwhelmed with Mark Gay.
I think
Who
he's
the hell
undersized.
As a fourth
Mark-
choice, I'm good with it.
yeah, as a fourth choice, Cal. But you know, Mark Gahey doesn't want to be a fourth choice. He's not moving to Liverpool to be fourth choice. He's moving
I
to
think it's
Liverpool.
third choice, not fourth.
No. Slotterbeck
How?
or someone of that
Van
ilk.
Dijk, Konate, third choice.
Schlotterbeck wouldn't leave Dortmund to come to Liverpool as a backup though. That
I agree.
if there's weight in that Schlotterbeck thing, then I think Van Dijk's gone because he's
I'm not
a
sure
left
we
side
get
centre back and he's not going to
Schlotterbeck
come in.
and Guehi. I can't even. Our defense is so cooked. I can't even.
Could you imagine a back four of Kerkez, Schlotterbeck, Gahey, and Frimpong?
Austin, that's because I do my research. I know what I'm talking about with Mookie Betts. He went to the LA and won like two baseball World Series.
Mark
And this is exactly what
Gahey.
might happen. So can I ask you genuinely a question, all of you? What if Salah goes to Arsenal or Chelsea As reported by David Ornstein at the start of the seaon, a move to another Premier League club would interest him, type shit. So what happens if he goes to a Chelsea or an Arsenal and wins the league over there the year after?
Nah, Hassan,
Why would I care, Husam? I'm tapped out after this season. We're not retiring.
Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, I'm not even trying to. Yeah, just yeah.
Are you
why-
guys mentally ready to
leave
see
that
Van
question
Dijk,
there.
Salah in different club colors?
Sam, I do MMA and boxing content, bro.
And I'm
So
a big
no one's
NBA
gonna
fan.
answer. Can you guys answer?
I'm doing up WWE watch-alongs and
I'm
and
doing NBA.
basketball,
I'm doing
bro.
NBA. Me and
WWE
Tom do the
watch,
NBA thing
That's
still.
a shout
so
as well, you
cool.
know, Tom. I might be up for that. I might get
NBA
back
all the way,
We'll do
man.
some
So what,
WWE
are we all
watch-alongs.
just booking one sport, different sport? Like, what am I
Yeah,
supposed to
bro.
do? Tennis, like, or something?
You do whatever you want to do, bro.
Badminton streams. That's very good. at
These
badminton.
streams are just going to turn into, right, guys, did you watch any of the basketball this weekend? See,
Yeah, that's what I'm
see
saying.
the big
Did you see
fight?
Formula One? Did you see Hamilton in his first
Formula
race
One,
of
yeah, that's a
Ferrari?
good one.
Yeah,
race
you
on the
watching it,
weekend.
keeping up with the tennis, you man.
I'm not putting
Nah.
myself through that.
Can we actually get an answer now, please?
Oh,
No, I don't want to imagine it.
Are you mentally ready for
Right,
Salah and Van Dijk in a
Sam,
different
Sam,
club?
if
I'm
you're
in my
wanting an answer to
30s.
this, you're going
I'm
to
in
turn
my
us into
30s.
Jamie.
I'm in my 30s. I've got 3 kids, and you think I want to subject myself to seeing Salah at another Premier League club and Virgil? Do me a favor, Sam, bro. Do better, bro. Do better.
You're in your 30s. How old are you, Callum, if you don't mind me asking?
In Liverpool years, about 72. Actual human years, 35.
You're only 5 years older than me?
Mm. That's what Liverpool do to you, bro.
There's no way. I support Liverpool as well. Wait, so you're born in 1990? You're a 90s kid.
89.
Oh, you're a 90s kid. I really
Mm.
thought you're a lot older.
Wow.
No, this is not looks.
Wait, I'll go
wise.
ask him this.
This is
I'll go ask him
mannerism.
this. Who do you think is older out of me and Cal? Who do you think is older?
Clearly me.
Okay,
Hassan
I'll be
thinks I'm
honest with you.
53.
I don't know any of your ages. I would have said Drifty oldest, Callum second oldest, Matt youngest.
How old did you think I was, just out of curiosity?
I'm
Hassan?
not revealing my age, by the way.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought you were like.
Yeah, but
That
can
sounds
you
my
say if you're
dog.
older or
You thought I
younger?
was 43.
I'm not even
Nah.
joking. I really thought you were 43. I'm not even trolling.
No,
Man said
that's
43. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
I thought
insane.
Drifty was like 45. You're like 42, 43. And I thought Matt is like 35, 36, 34.
Wow.
Hey, listen. This is Husam is my dog. Hey, listen.
What happened?
My-
What happened? Is Matt even older? Like, what's going on?
I'm not going to reveal my age, but I'm a little bit older than Callum.
I'm the
a little
youngest
older
on
than Callum.
Codfish.
You're the youngest.
He's the youngest.
Sam?
Oh my
Hassan,
god!
you thought I was-
It's like
you
a fucking
thought I-
Kevin Hart clip.
You thought I was 43 years old, bro.
No, 43 is
You're
crazy.
Callum, you're honestly being honest. You are the youngest.
Brother, what do you want from me, Hassan? Like, what you want, my birth certificate?
Wait,
bro?
is Drifty
What's
older
your
than Matt
boss?
then?
Yeah, I just said I'm the youngest on Codfish, bro. Why is it so hard for you to process?
I'm
this?
not the
Oh, who's
oldest.
the
I'm not the
oldest then?
oldest.
Drifty.
I'm not the oldest.
Drifty's the oldest.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god, my life is a lie. Come on.
So what
I
made you
cannot
think
believe
I
this.
hold on, I need to get to the
And
bottom.
you know
of
what,
this now.
Callum?
What
It's
ma-
just mannerisms. I swear.
Promo,
Like,
unfortunately, got it
he
completely wrong,
gives
bro.
off like this mature old man vibe. I swear, I'm not even
Wow.
exaggerating. So I can't even call you mature, and you think it's an insult of me calling you mature.
You said I'm 43, bro. You've added 8 years to my life.
Yeah,
bro.
but that's not age. That's mannerisms. Like mature old man with responsibilities in life. Like, I'm not insulting you.
I've
I'm
only
saying you're
got 3
mature.
kids, bro.
Fair enough.
I got
There
2
you go,
kids.
then.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey,
You know
Guys,
that Kevin
fair
Hart
enough.
one where he asked Don Cheadle, how old are you? And he goes, damn.
Damn.
That's what Hassan did to me.
yeah, because he said 35, and I'm like, there is no way I'm 5 years younger than Callum only. Like, it's just, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
turn 30 this year.
I mean that means Cal was 12 when I was born.
Cheers.
How old are you again, Tom?
23.
17.
Hold on.
No,
you're 20.
You're not 23, you liar.
I am 23. I was born in
You were born in
2001.
2006.
I was born in 2001. Hold
No,
on, why
you
is
were
this? Why is there this doubt
No, you
about my age, but not about fucking Cal's?
No, you are not. No, you're not
That's
born in
just
2006.
Why are you trying to take
You're a
years off
liar.
me to add to him?
That's crazy.
Why are
You're
you
a liar,
trying to
you're
take
not
8 years
born
off me to
2001.
add to him?
Also, Callum, he's so wow. Okay, there you are. That's so.
43.
Guys, my life is a lie. I just realized this. My life is a complete lie. I
40.
really thought you're
Crazy.
9 years younger than.
Now, I'm gonna be
Callum.
honest. I'm younger than Carl. I'm much younger
Luke
than
is younger than me.
Don't
I
do
thought
that, don't
Luke
do
is
that.
older than
Carl.
me.
I'm younger than Carl. Be real.
No, you're not younger than me. bro.
I'm younger than Carl.
He is.
He's not.
That's how I'm
Bro,
not.
Listen,
I
I
am.
don't believe him, bro.
He is.
I've just given poor Kathy an existential crisis in the comments. She's realised I'm young enough to be a grandson.
Put it like
To be a
this.
grandson,
I'm being
yeah.
so real. No cap. I ain't 43.
Also, Luke as well. What the hell, bro? I thought Luke was older than me.
So what do you just think? Everyone's just mad old.
I like-
Is that-
No, I thought
This is a
Luke,
lot
Luke was
older
like
than me.
33, you know?
I mean, Jamie's revealed how old he thinks everyone is. He said he's 43, Drift's 42, Matt's 40, Cal's 35.
I'm 35.
Can I be honest? Jamie looks younger than Callum.
Oh my gosh.
Jamie
Well,
looks
see,
about
I'm not-
34.
I think you'd have to see me in real life because anyone who sees me in real life doesn't believe I'm my age.
I will. I will.
Do you know
I
it's
will
only
come.
my beard that actually makes me look older as well? It's my beard. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah,
with myself.
if you cut your beard,
If
I
I cut
saw
my
some of
beard,
the
like,
old
I look like a
photos of you.
baby, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
I've actually been like, no one believe. If you see me in real life, no one actually believes I'm my age.
I love the fact Callum is stunned. I just called him a mature old
Because
man. he
no
has
one has
responsibility.
ever said I look 40 plus, bro. Ever.
Just your mannerisms, you're a mature man,
43.
you know, you're like responsible,
Yeah, but
mature.
Sam Cal's at the age where he wants to be told he doesn't look older.
Oh.
He's at the age where he wants to look like he's still young.
That's gonna be me in like 5 years, yeah?
Oh, my
This is
God.
It's gonna
Crazy.
be me in 5 years. I wanna look younger. There you are. There you are. Let me just read this super chats before we get out of here, guys. I know the guys have school run as well. Plenty to criticize FSG, but contracts now set versus Saudi money. Club has to comply with the rules of salary as percentage of turnover. Believe Van Dijk and Salah would stay.
Virgil and Salah. I'm not asking for Saudi money. If they wanted Saudi money,
No.
their contracts would have been done already.
That's the thing with the Van Dijk news yesterday. Look at how it was framed. It was all revolving around the £100 million offer.
Yeah,
And if you look into that, he's getting what I think in the math, he's getting like 650 grand a week pre-tax, according to that article. So I can already see it now. The line they'd used with Van Dijk is he wanted money that we just couldn't justify paying. And you're sitting there going, right, well, what would it be with Trent? Oh, he just doesn't love the club. What would it be with Salah? Oh, the recent form put doubt in the mind of Liverpool that he could carry. He justified such an expensive wage over X amount of years when you could get inconsistent form. Now they'll have a reason to get rid of every single one of them players.
Yeah, the PR's already in motion.
Yeah, Paul Joyce will
Been
come
in
out with
motion.
tweets as well.
Oh,
Save
yeah.
FSG. Big up Balaji. It's been a while. FSG will only sign Trent and their mouthpiece would talk positive. FSG are a curse which would never leave. Is what Balaji is saying. Yeah, I hear you. I do think some of the stuff is PR. I don't think we're going to get Isak or Alvarez. Go look at the Tom Little rebuild. That's way more realistic. I promise you all. I promise you all. Big up
Yeah,
to you,
you're
Balaji.
right. You're right.
Selection. Virgil's contract extension are going to hit like my grandmother's Sunday dinner. Salah can go, to be honest.
Oh, leave.
Yeah,
him out.
but you want to know the thing, Selection? This season made me realize that you're just a dishonest person. Had you come up this season and went like, I was wrong, Salah should have stayed or you wouldn't have won the league, I would be completely like, okay, Selection's cooking. But you're just disingenuous. So, yeah. Big up for the super chat, though. If salaries can go up at every point of career, clubs cannot meet salary rules. Once other big salaries gone, then space to offer terms which they can agree, but not an increase. That's why it's delayed.
I believe when I see it.
And at the same time, like, don't you guys think that Salah and Van Dijk should be made exceptions to the rule because it would be significantly more expensive to sign a replacement than it is to extend them?
I think they should, but I think the club are looking at it as this summer's a chance to reset the wage bill because they're worried that it's gonna get out of hand. Because you got to bear in mind there's how many contracts up in 2027.
Yeah, the last thing they want to do is
Yeah,
have.
but our wages ain't even that big. Where does this notion come from? That we have, like, this
but
massive
Husam,
wage?
we don't have a lot of high wages, but in 2 years' time, if you're keeping the good players, you would have a lot of high wages. This is
There
the
you
point
are.
that I think
There you are. Come on,
they're
man.
trying to.
Brothers, I've got to shoot. I've got to shoot and go and get the kids.
See you
So I
soon.
think that's the
Yeah,
point
it's
they're
not
trying
gonna
to.
be
Yeah.
You have to go. You have to go. Khalas.
Yeah,
There's
nice
just
one,
one
brothers.
left. Anyway,
Yeah,
but big up
apologies,
to you.
apologies. Yeah, I
No
got
worries,
to shoot,
no
bro.
worries.
Man,
So-
yeah,
so
go,
good.
go, go.
Nice.
But I think that's the point that is being got at there. If FSG have if Salah and Van Dijk are here when they go to renew the likes of McAllister and
It feels so weird,
Gravenberch
me and Tom are
and
getting
just
together.
contracts, they'll go, right, we want that benchmark. Whereas now they're looking at it going, we can reset the standard of the wage bill at the football club and have more control of it going into when the next core is getting renewed.
But that doesn't mean it's right, though.
I don't think it's right. I'm just saying that this is the way I think they're thinking. The right thing to do is to sign your best players.
But they should be made exceptions to the rule.
The right thing to do is to sign your best players, but they're not going to do that because they want to rebuild the football club.
Yeah, but selection, you're saying Tom is speaking sense, but Tom wants Salah to stay. You don't. You're a bum. Don't compare yourself to Tom ever again. Big up, Tom. Tyler Jones says, Husam has dad jokes, so he thinks he's old. Big up, though. No, it's not even about dad jokes. Okay, guys, can I explain this, even though Callum is not here? I'm not going to gossip about Callum, right? I'm just saying with Callum Sanderson, guys, he has mannerisms of an old man. Tom, do you understand what I'm saying? I swear, why do everyone make me out like I'm the crazy one?
I understand what you're saying, but I wouldn't have said fucking 40.
No, but he has mannerisms of an old man, you know, like he's 41, like he's a, you know? How's that crazy?
No, it's the way you said it. It's the fact that, like you said, oh, I think you're 42. And he goes, no, I'm 35. And you're sitting there going, what? No way. By the way, I'm genuinely concerned about Jamie at this point. Like, I've got a real worry about Jamie. Yeah, it's all right. I've got a real worry about Jamie. He's just praised me for saying that. I think
Jamie praised you well.
Scroll up, Tom. Some very nice way of putting the situation. He's not typing correctly. I'm genuinely. Jamie, we'll do some Morse code. Put in full stops and dashes. We'll use that to translate what you say. If you're in danger,
I'm trying to understand.
If you're in danger, let me know.
This makes no sense. Tom has that. So I swear, listen, it was just about the mannerisms. That's it. Yeah, but I said 43. It makes sense, you guys. Okay, everyone's gonna sit up here and lie. You all thought Callum was 25 with 3 children. Happy now? You guys are all liars. You're all liars. That's all I'm saying.
No, but I didn't think he was 40.
I actually can't wait to see what the hell Jamie has to say. I'm just like... I didn't act so shocked. I was shocked. Cheesecake. I was. You wanna know something about Sean C in the chat? Guess. What? You would never guess. Don't look at the chat. Be honest.
Right, okay.
Name. Do you like cheesecake, Tom?
I can't remember the last time I had it. So I don't know.
Okay, well, name like the 3 best types of cheesecake.
I didn't know there was types of cheesecake. I just thought there was cheesecake.
Plain cheesecake.
Well, did have like chocolate cheesecake? I don't know. Glad you're asking me a question. Do you think I sit there every Sunday and go, oh, I can't wait to have some cheesecake? No, I'm like 5 pints deep. I don't have fucking cheesecake.
We asked Sean what his favorite dessert was, and he said lemon cheesecake. Imagine. Lemon cheesecake. And Tom made it worse by saying chocolate cheesecake.
You're asking me a question like I'm supposed to know the fucking thing. Why would I have cheesecake?
I'm gonna end the stream, you guys. I love you all. This has been absolutely incredible stream. Thank you, everyone who supported us. Tom is not real. I agree. Tom is definitely not real. He's a simulation. John Henry's a cheesecake. I agree, but he's a shit cheesecake. Instead of it being mascarpone, it's bullshit. That's what it is. So make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We're gonna be back, inshallah, at 6 p.m. UK time for the charity stream for Patrick. So tune in. He's like $2,000 away from finishing up what is required of him. You get me? So
what are you doing on the charity stream?
Nothing. Just we're gonna get Patrick on for the first half an hour. He's gonna explain his situation, and then there's plenty of content creators hopping on. Mo, I've got many people reach out to me that they want to come on. So we're just gonna keep going until hopefully.
All I'll say, Husam, it might be time for a really big version of football bingo, where you can really test
we could do that.
People's knowledge. You get loads of people on. If I can hop on, I will do. But you get loads of people on, and you do like a 10, 15 content creator football bingo, and you can figure out who the real fraud is.
We could actually do like 5-6 bingo, like with 5-6 people. So yeah, we'll see what happens anyway, regardless. But yeah, like the video, subscribe, love you all, and we'll see you guys back on the charity stream, you guys. Peace.